Let me just link it. Put the link everywhere. Looking around like I just don't care.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look. It's the exciting world of, copyright law.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to the exciting world of places.
And now I do a shout out to Nelson. Hi, Nelson.
Hello, Nelson. Here you go, Nelson. Ooh, copyright.
Copyright too, as if the last was not as thrilling enough already.
NVIDIA. I don't think my headphones are plugged in correctly, so I'm just taking them out. I was taking them out and they were taking them in, putting them in. Man, this Scrounger tonic is not very useful.
Look at all that stuff labeled evidence.
Jeez. It's very... Okay. That was close.
Ooh, I can anticipate it being close. Oh wow, it was close.
Yes, this is the first Bioshock. Oh, did I? Spider Slicer's organs can be used like first aid kits? That's a little,
Okay.
We'll drown you.
Well, it is a city of water, it's underwater, so that makes sense. God. What's even the point of this Scrounger tonic?
Disappointment.
And we've got the key code, but I don't remember it, so I'm just patching it. Oh, whoops. And this dead couple.
And that board.
That's her, Sam said. You're crazy, I told him. That thing? That is our Masha? But he was right. She was drawing blood out of a corpse by Fontaine Fisheries. And then when she was done, she walked off hand in hand with one of those awful golems.
They're technically not golems. The big daddies. They're...
Oh gosh.
Well, that would be a spoiler to say what they are, but...
Okay. Keep spoiling. Yeah, poor people. At least they were alone.
Excuse you! I was looking at something.
Okay, you're talking to somebody who you're about to see in a few seconds. Okay, there. Also, for some reason, I thought I saw a Jack Skellington throw pillow. I don't know why I thought I saw a Jack Skellington throw pillow, or what one would even be doing in here.
It was a Jack Skellington Daikamura. Thank you.
Oh no.
Yeah, just shoot at me so I can get more score for my camera.
Man, what if this was a game where you just shot pictures of people?
Then it would be Pokemon Snap.
Underwater dystopia version?
Yes.
Oh dear. Combining Pokemon Snap with Bioshock, that just seems like it would
Is a
lead to
mon
some-
not entitled to this their brow? No, says the professor. It belongs to the trainers. I'm going to be back in a bit. Could also be Dead Rising.
Oh, hi. Oh. Let's see. Little sisters are really creepy. What else can I say about Bioshock that I've seen so far? I like their architecture.
Sorry about that. My pizza was done.
No problem. My pizza will probably be done shortly. Only it'll be more of a question of I don't want it to get cold versus I don't want it to get extra crispy.
Mr. Ryan, I believe in Rapture, but that doesn't mean we always win. Fontaine Futuristics is the biggest thing going in Rapture, so let me be plain. When we arrest that tow rag Fontaine for his thieving and smuggling, we must make it clear that we won't touch his business interests. We sit on the council because these poor sods trust us, not because God gave us a chair.
I'm sorry, Father. I'll do what you say.
Oh, I should have taken the picture of that guy.
Father, why have you forsaken me?
Oops. I don't know.
I wore it for you, Father.
At least you can take a little picture of that angry robot.
The security bots, yeah.
We thought we
And that nitro splicer.
could hide from the light. I know. Here, we were wrong. Sorry?
No, you're all right. You don't need to apologize to me, man. Where'd the guy go? What? What just happened?
I'll just see you in a second. Let's see, box. Oh. Hi there, friend.
Okay, so, what? The two photographer eyes stack, by the way.
Nice.
So you'll want both when taking pictures. Makes things much easier.
Yeah. Do a photo build.
A rapture reminder.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
Wanting an item from the service is forgivable. Buying or smuggling one into rapture. Stay on the level.
This guy's dead. Don't know what killed him. Probably
Exciting.
these bots.
We all move
This
the
camera.
great chain, and the great chain moves us all.
The robots. Angry robot.
No, be unto you. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
What counts as an action shot in this game? That apparently counted, but not him shooting at me. Oh! I'm done with the research on this guy. Yep. We got all the bonus for Leatherheads.
The death penalty and rapture. Council's in an uproar. Rags and streets, listen. But this is the time for leadership. Action must be taken against the smugglers. Any contact with the surface exposes rapture to the very parasites we fled from. A few stretched necks or a small price to pay for our deals.
Oh dear, this sounds already like it's leading up to the disaster you're now seeing.
Yep. Oh, this is just like the start. That's just like the start of it. I think this is before they found out about Adam.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
No, I probably shouldn't have bought that.
Was it potato chips?
No, it was frag grenades.
I don't see how you could regret buying potato chips. They're delicious.
Yeah.
We tricked you, monster.
That counts as an action shot. Just the camera looking at me.
Find a better hiding place, monster.
And I photographed the spider splicer?
Hiding spider splicer.
What? Come on, work it.
Oh yes, nothing that says action shot like a hot metal hook to the camera lens.
Well, yeah, that's why all cameras are obscured. All great photographers get obscured by metal hooks in their face.
Hmm. Oh. So it's trying to sound the alarm?
Yep.
Who would want to drink coffee that's cold and old? Yuck.
It was probably prepared cold anyway. I imagine Rapture gets pretty chilly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I could see the, like, wine. Like, I don't think it spoiled too bad, but coffee would go bad. So, I wonder how many days it's been. What does that banner say?
Was what?
There's a banner back there that said something about Parasite.
Parasite Eve. That's what it said.
Okay, Parasite Eve.
I'd like to play that sometime on the stream.
Oh yeah, I've seen a little bit. Actually, I watched a little bit of that game. Like, I watched some of the playthrough of that game.
I think, like Bioshock 2, Parasite Eve 2 is underrated.
Yeah, I find it very interesting that there are tons of games that I enjoy watching, but for one reason or another, I wouldn't be good at playing them.
That's perfectly understandable.
Like, I always like to watch all those, like, Five Nights at Freddy's spin-offs. I think some people do some really great jobs with those personal projects, but I don't think I could ever or at least if I played one, it would be very slowly, and I would be terrible at it for a good long time.
Someone on the stream really wanted me to play Five Nights at Freddy's, to the point where they were insulting other games.
Wow, that's the exact opposite of how you get people to play things. Oh.
Yeah, I basically had to tell them. Man, the Scrounger perk is so worthless. I did a search again on that guy, and instead of getting $2, I got $1.
You lost $1. Okay. So now it is time for me to fetch the pizza. So I will fetch the pizza and I will be right back.
Okay. Fontaine Fisher. Hey, big guy. Don't mind me. The Scratcher perk, no, it doesn't cost anything, but it does. But you do get it out of the research bonuses, so you expect it to be useful.
A rapture reminder. We all have those. The temptation to break curfew to make a little extra attitude.
Plasmid slot.
I am back.
I'll put this here for now.
Cry out for Big Daddy's help. Make him think you're a little sister. Watch as he fights to protect you. Distract your enemies. Buy yourself time in dangerous situations.
Stay on the level. Out.
So I got a new plasmid, the target dummy one. There isn't a level 2 or 3 version of this in this game, but in Bioshock 2 there is, and they're very useful. $005. You know what?
What?
I was going to go and change my tonics.
Darling, if this isn't love, then why thrill so much?
Damn. Oh, that one. Wrench Lurker, never really used it. Yeah, Scrouger's taking up a place. There. That's somewhat more useful. No engineering tonic. A lot of physical tonics. Or combat tonics. And now I do increased damage to spider splicers. What? Wow, this one really does not want to die. And another splicer killed her.
They sure go down easy once you research them up right. Come on in and show us those snappy.
The physics on that thing is pretty hilarious. And the nitro splicer ended up killing himself, apparently.
We're just doing a little dance. Little jig.
Welcome to the circus.
Ah, jeez. I don't.
Didn't get himself at. You got something for me and my crew? Or are you just looking to get criticized? You sit here a spell. I needs to set on some coffee. Maybe put on silverware and the like.
Before you head into the fisheries, a word to the wise. Old Peachy seems about as straight as a dog's hind leg. You keep your eyes open.
Nobody wants you to my swampy carrier to heat. Put your weapons in the door, and then I'll let you in.
If that's the price, you're gonna have to pay it. But he can't very well take your plasmids away now, can he?
Huh. Well, I'm sure this won't end poorly.
No! Nothing ever ended poorly when you put your weapons away in the something you possibly could lose in it.
Says, sure thing, Mr. Fontaine. I'll hold you a spot. Ryan promised Fontaine was dust, and now here you are doing his dirty. I guess that makes Ryan a bum, and you a... Atlas! He was ours! Ours!
What? So yeah, he's a boss, but really he's he's just a nitro splicer with slightly more health.
You ain't getting out of...
I guess the challenge is when you don't have your weapons.
Yeah. Still has your plasmids, but... and your wrench. And camera. You know, other than that... And also your hacking ability, which you've always had. So I replayed System Shock 2 the other day.
How did it go?
It's kind of funny how basically you don't start with anything other than certain stuff that you choose to start with at the start. Like, you don't have any hacking skill unless you chose to start with it. And even then, you start with a small amount of it. Right. I keep forgetting I don't have my guns. Ah, dang it. Well, if I could find where she dropped her pistol, I could take that. Okay, there it is. Oh, right. I don't have any money. This is kind of a fight, actually. Only because of stuff taken for granted no longer being there.
Yeah. It's interesting that it is so early in the game, though.
Yeah, things don't really get as hectic as this, really. Ha! I can research my own security bots! What do you say to that, perk? Well, this tonic kind of makes sense considering why I just researched, but it goes in thing.
I got a present for ya.
Dang it. Oh, God. Come on.
Oh, this is right back.
Okay, now he's dead.
Used by smugglers and thieves. More than likely, the entrance will be hidden. Better to keep the coppers off the set.
Buy a few of these so I don't die.
I feel like that the game does give you tools to deal with it in multiple ways, having a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Because it gives you you have the damaging genes, but then you also have the ability to hack into things, and so you can do that even if your damage output isn't high enough.
Yeah. There's also stuff hidden in the side rooms as well.
Nice. That you can't roast yourself up some frozen fish.
Or can I?
Can you?
Not really. I can just set them on fire, but that's it.
But what that guy was scratching something up on the ground. It was
F. They're trying to say it was Fontaine. Apparently.
oh, apparently.
And secret area. Or as some would call it, a secret room.
Ah! Secret fish room. Oh, that's not fish.
In a way it is.
Tells me you won't be able to cook it up either way.
What's this over here? Grenade boxes which never have anything.
Everybody else took all the grenades.
And that's why I regretted buying the grenades. Because the game takes away your ammo from you. And hey! A weapon upgrade station. I'll upgrade my shotgun's rate of fire. It's absurd now. It makes dealing with big daddies a lot easier.
There's the little gears in the shotgun.
Yep.
Makes it officially steampunk.
Those are gears, not steam.
The steampunk style. Steampunk style is stick gears on everything.
I would think steam would be involved at some point.
Yeah. At some level. And that little finger snap that you do when you incinerate things, it really...
You think you could get away?
Oh, he's standing still for his picture.
Oh, very appreciative. It's a nice smoke that taught you a lot about a nitro splicer.
Yep. Also, their grenades now have a over 1/3 chance of not working, which is pretty great.
Oh, it's better? Okay. That's good.
Fontaine's putting the screws on us and double. He's squeezing us out of 80 points of our cut with the threat of turning us into Ryan if we don't play ball. Son of a bitch. Sammy G comes and tells me he's thinking of going to the constable. And the next day, Sammy G was found in a sack in a salt pond. We have no choice here. We stay on Fontaine's crew and we're gonna catch the gallows. We take a powder. And we end up like Sammy G. Oh, there's gotta be another way.
Man, I just got thinking about the DLC to Bioshock Infinite, and I do not want to do that DLC ever again.
You can't quit.
It's bad.
Hey, fuck Fontaine.
It's awful.
Fontaine fucks you.
It takes place in Rapture again, but it ruins the characters, and it's also horrible to play, and it tries to close up plot holes only to make bigger plot holes, and
yeah,
and so many unfortunate implications. Basically, nothing about the DLC is good. Part 1 of the DLC was good, but Part 2 is just where it goes completely off.
Well, it reminds me of one of those things where sometimes I'll see a movie and it's like they'll add something at the end and I'm like, you know what? I would have been happy if the movie ended 15 minutes earlier, because what you just added to the movie just didn't add anything. It just made things not great.
I'll meet you up ahead.
Yeah, it'd be smooth sailing since this isn't the DLC to Infinite. The DLC to Bioshock 2 is fantastic, though. It's pretty much everything the Infinite DLC is not.
How is Bioshock Infinite? How would you rate them if you were to like go like Bioshock 1, Bioshock 2, Bioshock Infinite?
Bioshock 2 best, Bioshock 1... Well, okay, DLC to Bioshock 2 best, Bioshock 2, Bioshock 1, Bioshock Infinite, then the Bioshock Infinite DLC. That's how I would rate the Bioshocks. There isn't a circus of values. All the bosses are basically a splicer, but more health, basically. Except for the final boss. But it could be argued that... Yeah, a lot of people hated 2 because it was too much like 1 and other reasons that really don't make a lot of sense if you think about the reasons. Now I can find more ammunition on turrets.
Justin, have you played all 3?
Yes, I played all. Oh, you're talking to someone else.
Oh yeah, no, that's Steven. I call him Nelson. Oh, you haven't finished Infinite? Okay. So you can't. But have you finished 1 and 2?
What area are you at? Because I finished Infinite.
We all come down here. Figured we all be part of Ryan's great chain. Turns out Ryan's chain is made of gold, and ours are the sort with the big iron ball around your ankle. He's up in Fort Frolic banging fashion models. We're down in this dump yanking guts out of fish. Fontaine's promising something better. He's like one of us, you know? Like he's worked a day in his life. He says meet him at his fish packing joint at 11. I'll go, bring a couple of guys. Hey, it's not like things could get a lot worse.
That's pretty close to the end. There's a few more areas after that.
But out of 1 and 2, Nelson, which did you like better, personally?
Hit the switch up there in the control booth and let me in. I think it's time to shake hands and get acquainted.
Plot stuff is about to happen.
But enough is enough. If you press that button, you'll learn what it means to truly be my enemy.
I shouldn't have smoked those cigarettes. But I should have applied those bandages? I like to think that my character eats the bandages.
Everybody knows healing games by eating stuff.
It also eats the cigarettes. It's not the scene with Ryan, but it's a... exploitive. Huh. So because I took pictures of a spider splicers, I get the tonic that gives extra healing when you eat stuff. Man, the music wigged out there for a sec. Okay, so... Really? Because... I remember a lot of stuff from 2. 2 had a lot of stuff going on with it. But then again, I played it a lot more, so...
Did you play 2 first?
No, I played 1 first. Well, up to a certain part, anyway. Anyone who's played the game knows what part I'm talking about, the worst part of the first game. It's right before the final boss. Let's just say the gameplay was not made for that section.
In other words, it's kind of like I played a game called oh gosh, what was it? Do you remember that game that got me really annoyed? That was like, oh, it was like memory. Let me see if I can pull up the name.
That'll have Ryan look like he's running a paper route. She just needs some supplies to get the ball rolling and a friend to watch her back.
Can you describe the game? Oh wait, before you do, plot. Ha! That splicer got blown up.
In like an assassin, and then you try to sneak out like a thief. You're no CIA spook. Who are you? Why have you come here? There's 2 ways to deal with a mystery. Uncover it, or eliminate it.
Man, this corpse does not look much better from this corpse. And this is supposed to be like his wife or something, I don't know.
Get out! Get out and get to Arcadia! Jesus Christ!
Oh, another corpse? Another female corpse? But he said he had a son and a wife, so who's this other lady? Was he... Did he clone his wife or something?
No.
And another female corpse. Okay, there were 3 people in that sub. Why are you not telling me? Did you have 3 wives and no son, and you were lying for some reason about that? Why?
The Irish pork pie offered me a deal. I flip him Fontaine and I walk out of here.
Anyway, what game was it you were talking about?
Master Reboot.
Master Reboot? Never heard of it.
And everybody wants it. Ryan's got a whole lot of time.
Well, it's a spooky game, and I really liked it. Until, the last level, the last part, because up until that point, it had been all like, oh, it's this exploration puzzle-y type thing, and, you know, you look around, and you know, all of this kind of spooky stuff. And then they had a timed platformer part for the last boss.
Oh.
And I couldn't beat it. It was very hard. I actually had to get Nelson to eventually come over and beat it for me, so I could see the end and put it close to it. But it made me so mad because I felt like it ruined the atmosphere.
That reminds me of Zen levels in Half-Life 1. How basically the game became a platformer at that point. Although I don't have much problem with Zen now. But I can see people having problems at that part.
We're almost out, then he pulls the string. We'll find the bastard. We'll find him, and we'll tear his heart out.
And we'll tear his heart out.
Bathysphere in the rolling hills. That'll take you straight to the devil himself. And then all debts will be paid in full.
I got a battery, I got kerosene. It's a Sunday night. Let's party.
Yeah, everything else I really liked up until that point. The themes, the sort of atmosphere, all that sort of stuff. And that last part just made me so mad. I'm like, my opinion has just dropped of this game.
Yeah. Oh, I'm reminded of another game that suddenly became a platformer at the end. Only this game was like much worse.
I do, what was
Final Fantasy 13-2.
Oh no, so you're doing like...
Yeah, it's an RPG, normally, and then the last level has platforming. And they do give you like a jump boost right before the end, but right before you go to that level, but it's still incredibly awful. I mean, 13-2 was bad enough, and then that last level. It wasn't terrible, but it was tedious and boring.
Yeah. Oh, and
you have to revisit the level several times to get 100% completion. And you don't want... And that's not a game you want 100% completion in, because the reward for it is basically an insult. I'm not exaggerating, it's an insult. Oh, and Alone in the Dark. That also became a platformer at the end.
Yeah, oh, and I remember another thing about Master Reboot. It had this one really repetitive sound that was really annoying.
One poor sod's memory is getting passed on to another through genetic sampling.
Oh no.
Lunatics, rebellion, and now bleeding ghosts. Ain't life in Rapture grand?
Yeah, so the reason you're seeing ghosts is because of all the Adam carries genetic memories. So the ghost is other people's memories.
Is somebody there?
Oh boy. The tea house. The tea.
Yeah.
Hey, can you help me, man? Can you help me out?
What are you waiting for, City? It's beautiful.
Jesus God, somebody help!
Oh, help.
Oh, sugar, I'm spliced up in ways you never dreamed of.
Get over here.
Also, something better in System Shock 2, the ghosts did not have this filter on them.
What a night I got lined up. Everything's ready. Flowers, bottle of wine, even 2 tickets to the tea garden. Nothing gets the Betties in the mood like nighttime in Arcadia. Now I just gotta stop by the Thrifty Care to pick up a med hypo, just to be safe.
Med hypo.
Word is, this ain't Angelina's first visit to the tea garden.
So I'm guessing the medical kits used to be hypos in an earlier version of the game. So kind of like how they were in System Shock 2.
The augmentation procedure is a success. The slugs alone could not provide enough Adam for serious work, but combined with the hosts, now we have something.
And after the host feeds, we induce regurgitation. And then we have 20, 30 times yield of usable atom. The problem now is their shortage of resources. Fontaine says patience, Annabelle. Soon, the first home for little sisters will open, and that problem will be solved.
Oh, invisible guy was running in the water. Arcadia is full of plant life, because this is where plants live and provides oxygen to Rapture. Because we're underwater, of course.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Hey, over here!
Yes, what is it? Huh, that guy disappeared. And a mask. Surely nothing will happen if I approach it.
Hello.
Hello. It's a Houdini splicer. They pulled this trick once already. And that lockbox had nothing in it. So, that introduction is kind of a waste.
Didn't even attack.
Oh, he's going to attack.
Surprise! Jump!
Yeah, he throws fireballs at you. It's an achievement in Bioshock 2 to catch the fireballs and throw them back at him.
Catch the fireballs.
And for some reason, they aren't hitting him. I don't know if it's a glitch or something, but I can't get the fireballs to hit him. Thankfully, my fires are not balls, but pitch scan.
Hanger on, parasite!
Hey,
Pizza?
You can go grab food.
Today, Arcadia was closed off to all but paying customers. The man hires me to build a forest at the bottom of the ocean and then turns a walk in the woods into a luxury. Ryan asked, should a farmer not be able to sell his food? Is a potter not entitled to a profit from his pots? I started to argue with the man, and then I remembered who signed my checks. The only thing worse than a hypocrite is an unemployed one.
Who is Atlas? And who put these posters in here? Who's gonna see these posters, really? Fertilizer 12. It's poo! It's all poo! Wait. There doesn't seem to be very many animals down here, so where did they get the fertilizer?
They could have made it from food leftover.
Okay, yeah, that's the point. Although, another point, do they have any meats down here? Do they, like, have cows down here?
It's very possible they could have had, like, livestock somewhere, but then But they just died. Or got all eaten up by people.
Ah, she ran into the fire. Huh, we haven't seen a thuggish splicer for the whole last level. He got a shot of his legs. That's worth an A.
Yeah.
Sports boost. I'll have that there for now. I gotta find a big daddy and little sister fast. I've also been playing the first System Shock. There's an enhanced edition out on GOG. Basically, it lets you play it like it was System Shock 2.
I think they improved the game mechanics in System Shock 2 from System Shock.
Somewhat. Actually, System Shock 1 does not have any RPG elements. It's more of a Metroidvania.
The System Shock.
System Shock 2 is more linear and has RPG elements. And it actually kind of uses those RPG elements. Like, when you first start out, your character is not speedy, and they are not good at really anything. Unless, you know, they start with points and stuff. Like, in System Shock 1, your character can use any gun at the start. In System Shock 2, your character is limited to what they have at the what they can do at the start.
Huh.
And that's like standard weapons 1, maybe 2.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be good for sort of a horror element because
Yeah,
in a sense.
Yeah, it is sort of horror-ish. Especially at the start. Down here. Oh, this place. No, this is a different place than what I was thinking of. Oh, so that's where they get the fertilizer.
Oh. Well, I'll see. Well, I see. I'll be.
Yeah, Jimmy Hoffa there really does explain a lot.
Jimmy Hoffa brand fertilizer.
What is it?
I think the next upgrade I'll get is the one upgrading the machine gun's damage output. I'm not wasting your time.
You know what I wish this game had that I do not... that Fallout had?
What?
Hats. All these sweet looking hats, and you can't wear a single one.
Ah. Well, you don't really get to see much of your character at all, really.
Still, sweet looking hats. I wonder...
Stop wasting my time, you horrid monster! I'm bleeding!
So I guess Fallout really the game for all my sweet hat looking hat needs.
She turned away from me? Okay. Don't know what happened with the AI there. Freaking wrench, I hate it. So if we came in from this entrance, then the guy would have ran over here and got shot by the bolts over here.
Go on then! Take your paw and go! I'm keeping everything! Everything!
I love how they rant about stuff.
Darling, you're worthless!
You really shouldn't call people worthless at random, lady.
Saturnine! Run! Run!
And of course, another woman with the same voice actor. What is this, Oblivion?
They're coming!
This is our place! Ours!
Ah, a scripted moment. And here's the reason why I've been collecting random crap from things. You invent. Now I can make stuff.
Ooh, crafting. Crafting's always fun.
Yeah, it kinda is.
Well,
I could make my machine gun stronger, or I could make my pistols stronger.
combine your pistol with your machine gun to make a new gun.
The machine gun, of course.
Pistachio gun.
Pistachio gun. Machine pistol. The regular machine gun is basically a machine pistol anyway. It technically uses different ammo, but it does like the same amount of damage. It might as well use the same ammo. And I do increase damage to that specific kind of Big Daddy. And now, creepy child shot. Man, that Big Daddy's not doing a lot of damage to that splicer. Man, look how much damage that did. To unload a full clip of shotgun ammo, all at once.
You have saved the little ones when you might have shown your cruelty. I am sending something your way to demonstrate our fact.
Going pacifist? Bioshock Undertale Edition.
Oh no!
And two little sisters. And here's like an awkward thing. Huh, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know this counted as like a separate little sister.
Huh.
Okay. The ones that give you the prizes for saving little sisters. Huh. First, new physical tonic slot. Extra digit. Then engineering. Then combat. Huh. Now what? What else should I get? I'm not getting the ones that are like 1E because they're like downloads and it feels kind of like cheating to use those, so. Health or Eve? I'll get an Eve upgrade.
Time for bedtime, Mr. B.
Anyway, yeah, I'm saving all the little sisters, because not only do I tend to play a morally good guy in games, but also it's better anyway to do so. Also, I would like the machine gun a lot more if it staggered the enemies when you shot them sometimes. Like, that was the advantage to using the chain gun in Doom. You got, like, you tend to stagger enemies more.
So do you like the pistol better in this game?
Pretty much.
Although I'd probably say upgrade the pistol first.
Houdinis. Here. Increased damage.
Touch me, you dare!
I think she was saying catch me if you can, which, considering she teleported in front of me, kinda defeats the purpose of what she was saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can now make RPG ammo for the human vents. Little did she know I had a gun. Bullets from his gun! How do you know my one weakness? Huh. And this corpse is jittering.
Us doing a little dance.
There has been tremendous pressure to regulate this plasmid business. There have been side effects, blindness, insanity, death. But what use is our ideology if it is not tested? The market does not respond like an infant, shrieking at the first sign of displeasure. The market is patient, and we must be too.
They never do anything, do they? It's always wait until it's too late. And how is the stream doing? It's going perfectly fine. Ah, hacking automatically succeeds. That's what I wanted. Ah! Damn it! Damn it! Well, I think the stream is done. You know what? Considering I forgot to save.
Oh no! Oh, that's the worst.
Yep. Well, that was a fun stream until I died.
I remember.
Yeah, it does. And I'm not playing up to the part where I died this time. Because it's a bit of a journey, so... And it would be boring to just replay the parts I've already done, so...
Yeah. Yes.
So, next time, I'm going to play up to that part, and then continue from there. And we're like an hour, 30 minutes anyway, so...
That sounds like a place to stop.
Yeah. Alright, bye.
Goodbye!